puzzles on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact.
It's week 11 of the NFL. And up next is one of the best nicknames in football, Sauce Gardner.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They've gone a full half season since their last loss, winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit.
Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the 9th-year QB out of Eastern Illinois, author of 2 magical playoff runs in the last 3 seasons, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Not sure what you thought, but I thought it was appropriate when he walked into our meeting with his arm totally encased in ice, because he threw 5 touchdown passes last week and won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award.
Yeah, but reading the paper this morning, and he said, gosh, I actually thought I should have got 6 or 7. But still, it was an amazing performance a week ago.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if he thought he should have had 6 or 7, that's a guy who's an absolute perfectionist, not just greedy.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. This defense for the Colts, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball... And they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. but there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Back to Robinson now on first down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. The Colts at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That's excellent.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on third down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And they will take over first and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And right side, they're going to go option here. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Gets around him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Garoppolo. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete to McBride. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick-6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
This is taken in by McBride.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. 27 yards there, a first down.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes Jonathan Tanner and his teammates.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzard.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. McManus now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick-6. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Garoppolo's throw here taken in by Knox.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field, but once you get into the red zone, that's where they really clamp down. They come up with the interception there, but you know about this crew. They're playing modern defense, taking care of the red zone 3rd downs and getting after the quarterback.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Mahomes going to throw.
And he's got Pierce.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 31, Garoppolo. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dawson Knox, 31 yards.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he pulls over it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Oh, my, you know that's one that he'll want to have back. I mean, they did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. First and 10, Taylor now.
Able to slither by. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they
intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties with big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Caught by Jones.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Room here to run. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8. Mahomes to throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
To throw is Mahomes.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Robinson.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Handoff now to Robinson.
Pushes him over and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's second and 1.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
They'll try to run with Robinson.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. So that last touchdown sealed it there, partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to not.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. It was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but I missed a lot. Whenever